What's going on, you guys? This is Dimension Scott back at you once again in another video, and today I want to talk about 5 titles based on television in my collection that were canceled so soon that I personally wish they could have continued with more seasons, more episodes, instead of leaving them like unresolved and unfinished. So let's talk about it. And I hope you don't mind the hair. Thanks. Big shout out to my mom and my sister. Before getting to today's video, if you're brand new to this channel and you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe for more videos if you like what you see. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram with the same name as usual, Dimension Scott. Okay guys, so I've been thinking lately. I've seen tons of interesting TV shows over my personal life, and some are based on my favorite superheroes of all time. Some are based on my favorite maybe video game franchise of all time. But when it comes to TV shows they're adapted into, some of them can be so interesting, and then next thing you know, all of a sudden they had to get canceled for a bunch of reasons. So I have 5 titles. Some of you're going to see in this video that I recently brought or had for a long time now, that I will get into my personal opinion about these TV shows, and maybe tell you guys why they were canceled and how do I feel about them, having seen these TV shows for myself, animated and live action. So without no further ado, shall we begin? Wolverine and the X-Men was only 1 season and 26 episodes. I like the original animated series, and there was X-Men Evolution in the early 2000s that came on Cartoon Network, but I heard about Wolverine and the X-Men. I didn't watch it immediately. It wasn't until years ago this was on Netflix, and I checked out the episodes, and I knew it was canceled. I knew it was only 1 season, and unfortunately it was due to legal rights with the X-Men characters at 20th Century Fox at the time, and Disney owned Marvel and animation stuff. So unfortunately, with no workout deals and no finance to continue this animation of the X-Men, it was canceled, and the final episode ended on a cliffhanger with Apocalypse coming to Earth. And I'm like, dang, this is an underrated X-Men with interesting storylines, and unfortunately did not get a continuation. This is definitely one of the underrated Marvel TV cartoons, in my opinion, that I personally wish should have continued, and now I don't think it'll come back anytime soon, but Wolverine the X-Men is still really underrated. Next is Mortal Kombat Conquest Complete Series. With the release of now the officially announced of Arrow Video releasing Mortal Kombat Annihilation on 4K, released by Arrow Video, this is a good time to talk about. For those of you who don't know, Mortal Kombat Conquest was meant to be a prequel to those first 2 movies. There's a lot of fun martial arts. There are, the great ancestor of Liu Kang and 2 original characters, Zero, Tasha, and there's also Lord Raiden. Yeah, Shao Kahn as the big villain, Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, and many more from the video game era of Mortal Kombat. But this is actually was supposed to be in a prequel. Prequel set 500 years before the original movie. Unfortunately, after 22 episodes, it was canceled over budget, and the final episode ended on a cliffhanger, like Shao Kahn won, and a planned 2nd season was meant to resolve all of that and tie everything with the original movie. And unfortunately, this show has a lot of martial arts and a lot of fun relationships between Kung Lao, Raiden, Zero, Tasha, for a prequel show. Each and every episode, based on Mortal Kombat. I wish this got more episodes. I wish we got to see that planned 2nd season. Like, it would have been Goro versus Great Kung Lao, and he falls, and 500 years later, we have Liu Kang and defeat Shang Tsung and all that connected stuff, if you know what Mortal Kombat is. But if you've never seen this, if you love Mortal Kombat, please check it out. But the DVD is out of print. Next one up here is The Gifted. Now, this lasted 2 seasons, and this was produced by 20th Century Fox because they had all the rights to anything X-Men related. And I'm pretty sure once Disney officially brought 20th Century Fox, a lot of their shows and planned things also had ended up being canceled for the to appear in the MCU. But the Gifted was apparently this family and a group of mutants on the run from the government, and that was pretty cool. I used to watch this on Tuesdays on the Fox network. I had to choose between this or The Flash at the time. But after like 2 seasons and like both were like 13 I think episodes, it was canceled. That's all I can say because it was due to Disney officially purchasing 20th Century, and there was probably no the last episode in season 2 like set up a season 3, but canceled. The next one up here is going to be Krypton. I watched season 1 originally, then I heard it was canceled, and I didn't bother to watch any further episodes even though they were doing a season 2 at the time. I read that it was canceled because the Sci-Fi Network said no. And when I got to the final episode of this series, I was like, oh man, they teasing Darkseid, and they're teasing an adventure with Kal-El's grandfather and Lobo to go rescue baby Jor-El from Brainiac. And the last episode zooms in on planet Earth, and then we roll the credits. I'm like, dang, no wonder I didn't want to watch anymore, because I knew it was going to end on a cliffhanger. It's like all the best shows that are always end up on a cliffhanger that just don't get resolved. Last one up here is going to be Swamp Thing. Only one season, 13 or so, 10 episodes, right? This premiered alongside like Titans at the time on that DC Universe network that ended up flopping. What happened was, after one episode premiered, it was canceled. And I googled why was it canceled, and I think it was saying it was just budgeting. Now, Swamp Thing is a sci-fi. It has horror and supernatural suspense. If you like that type of thing, then maybe you can go ahead and check this show out for yourself. Apparently, it's about the disappearance of a character. An illness is spreading all over town, and it's up to these doctors to find out what is going on. So I think this is actually one of the more interesting DC shows, in my opinion, that somehow I wish that continued, because remember, Titans moved to HBO Max, so it's unfortunate that this did not move to HBO Max to get any other further continued episodes. So there we have it, guys. What'd you think of my list? Let me know down below. What were some TV shows that you dedicated yourself to watch and unfortunately ended up getting canceled and left their final episodes completely unresolved? Let me know down below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will probably go over more titles in my collection that I own that ended up getting canceled in the foreseeable future. Please let me know. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.